Welcome back to TechKidFX for another Vechain price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the short-term and the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out. And before I start my analysis, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership, and allow me to kickstart the video here on the daily chart by first giving you a brief of what has been happening, where you can see that Vechain, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $0.28 mark in a movement that I've been terming as a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where you can see that we have been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC corrective structure, which has now taken us back to around the $0.015 mark. And in that move to the lower side, I'm terming it as a higher Elliot wave count 2 to the lower side. And whatever we expect after seeing the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2 is an impulsive movement to the upside in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 3, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, using a trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.45 mark. And that is my long-term scenario that I'm expecting to play out here on the Vechain chart. Once we see that recovery, I will be expecting Vechain to go back to the area at around the 0.45 as a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3. And jumping to the 1 hour chart for short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out here on the Vechain chart. Here on the 1 hour chart, Vechain has been obeying the Elliot wave structures, and if I zoom in so that you can also see that clearly, right here, this is where we have made our new low at around the $0.01533 mark. And after making that new low, we have been obeying the Elliot wave structures. And if I have my Elliot wave structure here on this chart, we can term this as the first wave to the upside. Then whatever we saw right here is the formation of that second wave. Then the movement that we are seeing might be the formation of that wave 3 before we see a wave 4, and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to the upside. And getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this Elliot wave structure, and get to see whether this second wave has done the minimum that we expect a second wave to do by connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of the first wave down there to the high of the first wave. That gives me a minimum retracement area to the lower side in the formation of a second wave between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, and I can mark that target area here on the charts like that. And you can see that Vechain retraced into the area between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.5, then saw a reaction of the fib level 0.5, and that's when we started this impulsive movement to the upside in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upside. And assuming that this is the low for this second wave, we can sketch out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, using a trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that first wave right there, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. And that gives me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.01615 mark. And we are so close to fully maximizing that target area in the formation of that wave 3. Then from there, we can expect a bit of a retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 4, then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to the upside. And once we see the formation of that wave 5, then we can term that as a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside, and that might be the start of that impulsive movement that we are expecting on the long-term scenarios in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 3, having this first wave to the upside as a fractal wave within the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upside. So that is the very first possible way we can term this movement to the upside as. And the other way we can term this movement to the upside as, using the Elliot wave structures, we can term this as a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside, making its peak at around the $0.016 mark. Then terming that as the first wave to the upside, we can expect a bit of a retracement to the lower side in the formation of a second wave, then expect a wave 3, then a wave 4, and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5, which should fully maximize the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside, and sketching out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of this second wave, using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the first wave to the high of that first wave. That gives me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, which perfectly lies between the $0.01571 mark and the $0.0162 mark. So in case this is the Elliott wave structure that is going to be obeyed, then I would expect a retracement in the formation of a second wave into this target area. Then from there we can expect an impulsive movement to the upside in the formation of a wave 3, then expect a wave 4, and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5. So those are the two possible Elliott wave structures that we can have here on the Vechain chart, and let's be patient and see which of those two Elliott wave structures is going to be perfectly obeyed. And once we have a perfect Elliott wave structure, then we can stick to one and continue expecting higher prices or maybe lower prices here on the Vechain chart. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.